So I'm sure many of you have heard the term leaky gut. I know I have heard all about it for years and years and years, and have even had my own personal experiences with a leaky gut. So if you ever throw out that term to your doctor and they look at you like you've got three eyes, just back up a little bit and say gut permeability, and maybe a light will go off then. Although I will tell you, when I went through medical school, I never heard anything about gut permeability. Yet there are so many papers about this condition. So within your GI tract, there is an intestinal epithelium that lines your GI tract. And it's what separates the lumen of your GI tract from the rest of your body. And this intestinal epithelium barrier is comprised of a single layer of cells, just a single layer. And in between the cells of this single layer are something called tight junctions. And this epithelial lining and single layer of cells is very selective about what it allows through and what it doesn't. So it likes to allow things like nutrients, electrolytes, and water to flow easily, pass through the lumen and into the body where it can then be utilized. And it selectively inhibits foreign substances, whether it's antigens or toxins or waste products from the microbiome and things that they produce. It wants to keep that within the lumen of your GI tract. But sometimes this barrier, this single layer barrier, can become disruptive. And when that happens, it becomes leaky. And things that shouldn't cross that barrier start crossing. And when that happens, all of those immune cells that reside along your GI tract are laying there waiting on something like this to happen. And when it does, they attack. And when they attack, it sets off an immune response that becomes systemic. It always goes systemic. It doesn't just stay localized. And when it becomes systemic, then you start to experience things like headaches, joint pain, muscle pain, maybe anxiety, depression, moodiness. You may start to have issues with rosacea, acne, psoriasis, hives even. So there's a lot of things that you may be experiencing that you have never even related to what's going on in your GI tract, and in particularly what is going on with your gut lining. So if you are having any chronic conditions like this, and that was just the short list, you have to address your gut health.